Hello and welcome to La Papoterie, the podcast that Ludivine and me, we do like every time we remember to do it.
Yeah, it was supposed to be every 2 weeks, and it's every
Then
3 months. Depends.
2 months already? How long? But at
I
least
think,
1 month.
But at least 2, no? I don't
Oh
know.
my god. We
But-
have to work in this.
Long time.
Yep. But how are you?
I'm good.
How have your life evolved in all this time?
It's so crazy to see that now spring is coming and I feel alive again when I see the sun. It's so crazy to see the difference when in winter you're so well, I am at least sad, and
I don't feel that sad, but it's true that it feels different. As you told me yesterday when we were talking, walking in the street, you see people is more active, and you see, well, of course you are going to see more people outside, and that also give you the vibes or something is going on, even if we are still around 0 degrees.
Yeah, but
Never
this
forget
is
that.
well, it's not hot, but it's the sun. Even if it's cold, if the sun is shining, then it feels really good.
As far as we don't have a snowstorm,
Yeah.
it already invites us to go up.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think about, because we talk about this at the beginning when we started thinking about to do a podcast in the future, maybe when the weather is a bit better and we can just walk outside without breaking ice while walking, we could do the podcast walking.
Yeah, that would be nice. I've never done anything like that. Well, I've
No,
never
me
done
neither.
podcasts
Me neither.
before, but I think
It's
it's
going
a
to be
good
maybe
idea.
a bit
Well, if we just walk normally, we don't have
Yeah,
anywhere
no.
to rush to.
no,
So
not at all.
it's okay, but I think it's a good thing to discover new things all the time.
There is many nice places around, and as we discussed also yesterday, that this lake that is close by your place, and I have never been walking there, so we can see the difference between the family place and the alcohol-less place, So
Yeah, that would be nice. I
yeah,
would like it. When it's maybe 10 degrees or something. It's a bit too cold when it's 0, maybe.
yeah.
Or at least when there is no more ice, because walking here to your place took me forever because everything is slippery.
Yeah, you don't use the spikes for the walking on the
I bought
ice?
them, but
But-
they're
but it was
they're
too
too
big,
small.
or
No, too small. So they're just on the floor.
So why you didn't decide to buy a bigger one?
I don't know.
It was too many steps already.
It's too
But
much.
Actually, I was before starting the podcast, I was thinking about asking you, if you are somehow preparing for the summer, maybe just because I look outside and it feels already more summer, even if everything is covered by snow. But I feel already preparing for summer. I don't know
too.
what to do. I don't know if I'm supposed to do something to prepare.
You're not. I don't know. I think the mindset is changing. I know that for me, yesterday, I started taking my not summer decoration, but I have some fake flowers that I put out.
Fake flowers.
Yeah, and some little drawing that I made with colors that I put on my shelf. I just took the things I put for winter time out, and I
Wait.
took summer things.
You have the winter decoration for home and summer decoration for home?
Yeah, I have Halloween also.
Well,
Things. And I have Christmas things and yeah, a few things. It's not crazy, but I have fake flowers and some pots, flower pots that I painted with bright colors, and these, just taking it out makes me happy. And then I'm starting to plan
That's nice.
my flowers, what am I gonna plant on my balcony, and
Are you going to plant them from zero, or
yeah, I always
seeds, starting from the seed? Okay. Okay.
I always plant seeds and then water them every day.
I don't feel
and
that
check.
confident to see anything growing, but I
It
have
grows.
plant-
I had strawberries, 2, but I planted
Already?
seeds. Not last
okay,
year.
okay.
Last
2.
year I had 2 strawberries.
Okay.
Anything can grow, or herbs. If you cook and you have your own herbs on your balcony,
Yeah,
that's what
nice.
that's what I do. Not that I cook with them because I always forget I have them, but at least I water them. But just this is the kind of things I've been thinking about or planning for the nice weather.
Yeah. I think maybe I'm more up for that like planting my old like persil or I don't know names. I just know the names of all the plants for cooking in French because I was working in the restaurant.
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
But yeah, okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
I'm really like, well, as you know, I want to prepare my balcony and do something because right now it's just for putting the garbage there. And it's a bit sad when I want to take a picture from the outside and I see all the all the trash in the middle. Just ignore the trash and see the view.
Because it looks really, really nice, like the view of your balcony. And
yeah, I like being in a high floor.
Yeah.
Second floor is not bad at all.
But you should maybe get curtains for your balcony, actually. If you have plants, then if the sun is shining on them, they're gonna die. If it's too hot on the balcony. That's what happened to me.
Okay, so like is something that I can put on... Oh, you have to show me that. But maybe it's not a thing we can explain in the podcast.
No.
But yeah, it's something I have to plan then. All right. So the other day we went for a first time to watch a movie together.
Yeah. I really like watching movies, but I wouldn't go to the movie theater like too often.
I have to use the ticket. So.
Yeah, but I like watching, like, I think it's more comfortable to just watch from home. And I know there is like the cinema experience and you get to eat and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. I think I like it better to like be at home and watch movies. But like sometimes it's good to be out and like go with friends. But...
Yeah, I think I enjoy doing that. It's not something that I do often. Okay, I think last time was like some months ago. But it's something that I like because, first of all, I don't enjoy watching movies alone at home.
But this is a thing I've heard, like many people don't really like watching movies on their own.
At home, I don't like because I could be doing something else. So just be like passively doing something. I prefer like being recording a book or being playing with my friends or something like that. You know, we just trying stuff on the internet.
Is this how you relax?
Yeah.
Like to play or record things? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because some people, I guess, like relax differently. Like some people are just like need just to be like in a quiet, like just watch a movie and not do anything. It depends on the people.
Yeah, but I mean, also I think also what happened somehow is that the place that I use for watching a movie is the same place that I use for doing everything else. I start doing something different. You know, like I start watching the movie and then I open a window. And I start like I remember something about I saw something that I will check this website and then I start checking and then the movie goes to a second part, you know, like
this is what I meant by having like different like spaces in your apartment, like one space to work, one space to relax, and that's what I have.
I will have the mansion, you know, and I will ask for my...
No, but you can make your balcony into like your relaxing place. Like put some chairs and you have your flowers and nice things and read outside. And this can be your summer
one.
Summer vacation. No, summer relaxing place. Well, it can be vacation place.
No, what are you going to do in summer? No, just I'm going to be in my balcony. The whole summer there, sleeping there and everything. Oh, by the way, are you planning or are you excited about the idea of going like sleeping outside in the forest or something like that? Is something that you have ever done?
No.
I started. The original question is like, would you like? Are you planning to do that? But as I saw your face expression, then I changed it to, have you ever done that?
I haven't, but. Actually, I don't know. I haven't tried. I can't say I don't like it. Maybe I would like it.
I mean, it's of course it depends a lot of the people who you do this kind of thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't go alone. No.
Why not?
Because I'm scared of everything.
Today I watched a video, Lady, about a guy that was just skiing on the mountains, and he passed and he noticed something weird, and he turned around and it's the snowboard. A guy that had fallen snowboarding and just he was completely covered by snow and the only thing that was visible was the snowboard. and he unburied him from there. I don't know how long that guy was there inside. He was still alive.
Really?
But he had like a two open, looking for the face so he could breathe.
In Finland?
I don't know. No, I don't think so because they were talking in English. So
Okay.
I don't think so.
This is crazy.
But that's so scary.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, doing these kind of things alone. I mean, maybe sleeping in the forest, the wild forest of Finland, maybe is not the most dangerous on the world.
They are still like animals and.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like
know.
if you go in Alaska doing this, you know, like you can find whatever. Or, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not very excited about that because I have done that. It's nice. Especially, I remember one day with my friends that it was like everything perfect. That nothing. We didn't plant anything, and it was like really, really nice. But at the end, at home is better, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I really like my comfort.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would enjoy that.
For one day, something like that, yes. But these people that go for 2 weeks in the forest and
yes, one day is okay.
I'm too lazy for that. I'm too old for that already.
Oh, okay. But I would love to go in the forest, and they have like these little like houses or like places you can hide and you can watch animals.
Ah, yes.
For like one day or something. These I would really, really like. But I think there are some in Finland, but I don't know where. But these must be amazing.
That could be. So, of course, there is some like apparently in this season where you can see all the birds. How do you say, like the migration of the birds? It's something like a lot of people in the company that they are going. The migration of the bird. Migration.
No, but I don't know. Like watching the birds. It has a name. I watched a movie about these. I forgot.
Watching the birds. Well, I don't know. Okay.
Birding? No.
Birding?
I don't know. Sometimes I just invent words and then
sometimes exist.
And sometimes I think I'm right. And I tell my boyfriend, like, this is the word. When it's absolutely not, like, not even close. But when I'm sure I know something, and this happens quite much, I'm sure I know something. And it's not that. Like, far from it, actually.
Well, but probably it exists. I mean, I'm not going to be the person that I don't know that much. But yeah, it's something like many people, at least in Finland, people is on fire with that. That they want to spend the whole weekend in like, they have a list of the different birds and they identify them.
Yes, and this was, the movie I watched was this. Like, it was some competition about, like, watching the birds, and they had to, like, see as many as they could, and then there was a winner, or like...
Yeah, there's a winner. Yeah. There's a contest.
Yes.
Somehow. I don't know.
But it's a real thing.
But you can pretend that, right?
Yeah, but if you're part of that, like, what's the point?
Winning?
You win what?
Every time that...
If you win a bird thing.
If it's a contest, if it's a contest, there is a prize. Even if it's just like, I don't know.
I was also thinking about that. Like, how do you know you saw them?
We can go and just pretend everything.
But I know that they take pictures. Like, they have to... Well, I don't know if they have, but they do take some pictures of the...
But we could do like birds. With the ovnis. All blurry, you know, like all the pictures, like, well, you can imagine here.
But it's interesting. I would like to, like, do that one day. But I don't really know.
Fake a contest.
No, watch the birds! But I don't really know, like, any... No, I know birds, but I don't know the name. My sister really knows, because that's her job.
Someone who knows.
Yeah, she takes care of wild animals, so
really?
She knows the birds. Yeah, she's like a...
You never told me about your sister.
She works in a, like, center where they bring, like, injured wild animals, and she takes care of them, and, like... she's not a vet, but, like, it's like a...
Or something like that.
Wild animal caretaker. Like, she heals them, and, like... Yeah.
That's interesting. We were talking about the whale, by the way.
The whale.
The movie that we watched, because the movie that we watched was the whale. Talking about animals.
Yes. That was the subject, and then we moved to birds.
Well, that is the point of this podcast. You know, just like started talking, and then every topic that this is show up. You know, like show up like. Oops.
I was thinking about the movie actually, and there are some parts that didn't really make sense to me.
Okay. That's what I like, Ludivine. Let's talk about the part that doesn't make sense. Like what?
Like, for example, I don't want to tell the entire story. Like, how do
Let's try not to make big spoilers.
Okay.
But it's going to be minor spoilers anyway, because we have to talk about something about the plot for talking about that.
You want to start explaining what it is about?
Okay. The Whale is a movie directed by Darren Aronofsky, and the main actor is this Brendan Fraser, the guy from The Mummy. And also there is the girl from the Stranger Things that I don't know her name. And
Sadie Singh.
I don't know, and people that I don't know.
I like her.
Yeah. Well, I think that her role is too similar in Stranger Things. It's exactly the same person but with makeup. Yeah. So I don't know. This is one of the points that I also wanted to talk about, because I didn't really like much her character. But okay, so the story is about this Charles is called the main character.
Charlie.
Charles. I mean,
different name though.
Okay. He has a morbid obesity. Like he's I don't know how many 100 kilos, but several hundreds.
Like really big, yeah.
And apparently it's all because he wasn't always like that. So it's something that happened to him, and then he went into that situation, mostly traumatic or something like that. And after having a crisis that he sees that his health is really in danger, he decides to contact back to his daughter, who he has not been talking with for many years. So then all the stories start to show up, why you start knowing why he's in that situation, what is his actual situation, and what is the relation that he has with the people that is around him. Mm-hmm. So this is basically the plot. So what is your problem?
Well, just when the guy, the religious guy, comes, I really have no idea what's the point of him.
There is no point.
Why is he there? What is he bringing to the story?
Nothing.
This is what I don't understand. Why?
You could perfectly remove the whole part of this guy, and it would be exactly the same movie.
Because he doesn't or then I didn't get it.
No. It's nothing.
Or it has to be something about the religion and blah blah blah, and the boyfriend. But
yeah.
But still, it doesn't make any it doesn't add anything.
No, nothing at all.
So this I had
if you notice that, I noticed that. We didn't talk about that.
Yeah.
It's because you can perfectly remove that part, that character completely. And
but
it
then
would be the same movie.
Well, yeah, but the movie would be much shorter because he's there.
That's the only reason he's there. Yeah. For giving more, because the story is short. Mm-hmm. But you want to make it in a movie. You want to show it in a movie, and you cannot offer a 1 hour, 1.5 hours movie these days, because apparently if it's not over 2 hours, it's not worth it to pay 12 euros to go to the cinema or whatever.
Yeah. These I didn't really like, and then the meaning, the book, there was the red book. What was that about?
The Moby Dick.
Yeah, I didn't get why. Then the guy took it, and then he brought it back.
This is the Bible.
No,
this is the Bible. The book that the guy took.
The red one.
Yes.
That was a Bible.
That was a Bible.
I don't know.
And it was saying something about homosexual or something like that. I think he was trying to say somehow that the boyfriend. Well, this is my spoiler. That the boyfriend, the problem that the boyfriend had was because he was gay and everything. Blah, blah.
But this, for me, didn't make sense.
It didn't make sense at all. I like, and this is something that I'm going to use in my podcast that I do about books. That it talk about Moby Dick. And it talks about when reviewing a book, if you want to extend that to everywhere, when you give your opinion of something, it looks it's also okay. It's also an opinion, saying that I didn't like that, or I felt boring for that, but it's something also that you need to learn how to do. And well, that's why I think that is important when you like something or when you don't like something, just trying to figure out why. It doesn't matter, but just look from the perspective that I want to know why I did enjoy this, even if it's not a kind of movie that I usually would like, but I actually enjoy it. So what happened here? And I think this kind of thing is important. And the movie has a bit this thing of be real. Just say, let the feelings flow and say like be honest with yourself. Not try to, especially now when we have to give our opinions in the internet and everything, that you have to like be careful, be respectful and everything. You know, like you can be. I mean, saying that you didn't like something is not disrespectful itself. So it's okay.
Depending on how.
Yeah, but I mean, of course, you can see like this is a fucking shit, and I think that the author shouldn't be doing this. I have said that sometimes. But but I like that part, and also the because recently I watched a video actually talking about Moby Dick and how fucking boring was that when the author started explaining all the differences of the different whales and the representation of the whales in the art and all this stuff. Is like, what are you saying? Why? So I, thanks to that, I could understand better like when she was saying that it was so boring and everything.
Okay, I haven't read it or
apparently it spent like many pages just like giving information, like an encyclopedia about whales. And when you are reading a story, this is not what you want to read. It's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Continue with the story, please.
Okay, interesting.
But it's the second story this year that I read. I mean, I read a book, Big Brother, that it was something related also about a guy that has obesity, and but it was treated in a different way. But it's not, I think, for me at least, it's not the most fascinating topic to tell a story. You know, like I'm that simple that I prefer a killer or a robber or a ghost or something like that. Not a fat person that you know. It's okay. Some 2 stories in the same year is a bit like too much for me. But yeah, I don't know. Did you like the characters in general?
I liked the main character, the Charlie guy.
Yeah.
I think like he was like quite lovable. Like the way they made him, like he's so nice and really like polite and everything. And it's true that the daughter, what was her name in the movie? I forgot.
I am so bad with names.
Ellie?
Yes, Ellie, because I thought of the Last of Us.
Okay. Well, it's true that her character is a bit similar to what she's like done. Like she's like always like this kind of like mad, mean person, or like not happy or sad. And it's true that it was a bit similar. But I think she's really good to play this kind of thing.
But if you already just play the same role, being like, I don't know, 20 years old she has, and she's already looked to be like stuck in a role, it's not going to be like the best thing for her. Well, I don't really care about that. But something that I don't understand really, because maybe because I have never been in that situation, luckily, but I don't understand the motivation of the character. Like, if
which one?
The Ellie. Because okay, you are mad with your father because he disappeared with a boyfriend, and from her point of view, he didn't want to know anything from her. It was more complicated than that, but okay. But you don't want to. I mean, then he comes back and asks you to spend more time with him or something like that, and you don't like that. So why you go to his place and being like with a shitty face and being like mean all the time? Just don't go. I mean, if you don't want to be there, just don't go. Nobody's forcing you.
Well, she's a teenager, so like
But
I think she wanted to spend time with him and like get to know him kind of, but she wanted to show how mad she was that he abandoned her, and that was her way of like showing or trying to hurt him because he left and she didn't decide anything, like he just went away.
Yeah, I think
so it was like mixed feelings, I think.
Okay, no, it makes sense what you say. The only thing that for me, what I would do is just like ignore you. You know, like you ignore me, I ignore you. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Or at least say like I don't want anything to you because of this. So please.
Yeah.
And you can say that in many different ways, being mean, being polite, or whatever. But I don't see. It's way more effort for me going to his place every day and just being mad. You know, like, or you don't have anything to do at home, or.
But you know that teenagers are like that. Like I don't know how you were.
I always was a 40 years old person.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It looks like, right?
But I wasn't like mean or like too mean a teenager, but still like they think differently.
Yeah,
and
course,
I still feel like I'm a teenager.
And the situation is not a normal situation. So that's why also I assume that I don't know exactly, of course, how would I react or how would I feel if I had passed through that situation. But this is something that it was like triggering me a bit because I didn't understand like isn't it easier just not doing this? But okay.
So you didn't like it, or you liked it, but the movie?
The movie, I liked it. I liked it because I like I like what it makes you feel, and I mean, Darren Aronofsky, I think I have watched, except Mother, I haven't watched all his movies.
I didn't even know who he was.
Well,
I
was...
like, what other movies?
Well, he has done The Fighter, The Wrestler, the Fountain.
I don't know any.
The Black Swan.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Okay. This was a bit weird.
All his movies are a bit like... Well, I mean, the Wrestler and The Fighter were not that weird. But The Fountain, yes, it is.
Is it like scary or no?
No,
not just,
no.
Okay.
He doesn't do scary movies.
Okay.
At least I haven't watched any of them. Scary movie it's more like emotional, you know, like just digging on the feelings of some situation, bring it to the extreme, and well, sad characters. I like that, you know, like depressive sad characters. And
yeah, you like that. I think you mentioned it one day. Like you like reading books like that are a bit like that.
Of course, I for me, it's more interesting digging into those feelings or those emotions because there is a sentence that I read in a book that I really took to use for myself. You know, like it's something like, "We don't learn anything from happiness. Happiness don't left scars." And it's like the way I take that to myself is just like happiness is for enjoying. And suffering is for learning.
Okay.
So yeah,
okay.
This is what I do.
I'm different. I don't like that. I don't like or depressing or like sad books, and because I'm already trying to deal with my own emotions that I don't want to have to deal with like more in a book or.
But it can help you to understand why or at least maybe not help you to understand why, but. One thing that books have for me is like it helped me to put words to what I want to say or what I feel or what I think. You know, like I find another way of saying that, okay, so maybe this way of expressing that, it goes closer to what I feel or what I want to say. Yeah.
No, I don't like it.
What about the movie? Did you like it?
Yeah. I liked it.
Is there any...
I like how that it moved me. Like it made me feel things. But I don't...
Which things?
Like, I don't know, but it wasn't like only like sad. Like also hope and...
Do you... No, I'm not going to ask you this question because it's already like going to too much spoiler. Unnecessary.
Yeah.
Unnecessary, okay? I can maybe ask it without... Be careful, Ludivine, with the answer. When you were watching the movie...
No, I know what you're gonna say, maybe.
Okay.
No.
No?
Well, yes, I don't know. If it's what I think, then yes. But I don't know if it's what I think. Okay, well, just say it.
This took a path I didn't expect. But I like it a lot. Like, no question. My question was... Okay, we are watching a movie about someone that has a problem with obesity, and the first image, the first scene of the movie, he has a close, like a danger situation that he noticed that he's not well at all. So, when you saw that, did you think like this is going to be about how he finds the motivation to find a solution? Or is just like...
No.
You didn't think like he's going to start a diet or anything?
No.
Okay.
Did you?
I thought, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Just the first scenes, like, you could see like that he's not like planning on doing anything for that.
Not planning,
well,
but he maybe can change his mind when his daughter is going to his place, and maybe he wants to show like I can do something more. I don't know. Yeah. I was thinking.
Well, it wasn't in my like ideas.
Because you are too pessimistic and.
No. Well, I'm trying not to be, at least.
Well, you know what? Maybe this is a good way of linking topics, because I'm probably becoming the whale soon after receiving the VR headset. And I'm just going to stay here with my virtual reality glasses and doing anything else. Just.
But have you ever tried?
Of course.
Oh yeah, you have.
Of course.
It's nice.
But you use it. You use it for the first time that day in the company.
No, I used it once before.
It didn't look like.
Because I didn't know. Like, I used it in Kuopio. We have this place.
It was so funny when you were like...
I didn't know how to move.
You have to move yourself.
But no, when I used it, next to the movie theater, actually there is this VR place.
Yeah, I have never been there.
One time we went, and it was like games that you didn't really need to walk or like move to another place. So I didn't have to.
It was so funny when you were just in front of a wall, seeing everything white, and you were so confused because why I cannot do anything, and she was just facing like 2 centimeters from the wall, you know, like.
It takes some practice, I think.
But we can practice. We can prove that. Try that when you.
Do you have to buy like the games, like, or like is it normal games that you play, or like are they special like VR games?
They are special VR games.
Okay.
You have. I think VR, at least the way they are right now, they have more like games, like real games, and experiences. And they try a bit the experience with, for example, this typical you are in a roller coaster.
Yes, actually, that's not what I did, but the
actually something different.
No, what is the thing that flies? The big air balloon. These at the VR place. That's what I tried, and it really felt like you get scared.
Yeah. If it's interesting. I guess this is something that we are going to lose when our brain gets used to that. It's like, for example, when you go in a car, that your brain see that you are moving, but your body is not moving. So and your body is not sending the same information to your brain that your brain is seeing. So that's why he got confused. Like, what the fuck is this? And I think it's something similar to what happens with the virtual reality. You know, like your brain is receiving what signal. Especially when you have to move around, because one thing is when you move your legs and then you move in the virtual environment, but when you have to move yourself with a stick, but you are not physically moving, but your brain is assuming that you are inside that world. That's why some of those games are like you don't feel you have nausea and this kind of thing, because it's the same thing. Your brain is really saying like, what is going on? I don't understand anything.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm so excited about it. I don't know what I'm going to do. But
so what games did you get?
I think the most common games for playing in VR are the horror games.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't want to. It's so fucking scary. It's already scary with a VR glasses. Imagine here alone playing that. Like, why? The thing is, why would I do that?
Yeah.
But for example, there is like this Beat Saber, for example.
Okay.
It's going to be the first one, because it's kind of the way it works is a bit like a SingStar or the Rock Band and these kind of things. Like you have the music and you have to play it in time, but you have like a laser sabers, and you have to be breaking.
I think this is what I played. Maybe
that is so cool.
There was 2 games or 3 I played, and one was that like you had to move, and then you had like different
boxes.
kind of and you could choose like what kind of music. I think.
Yeah.
And then some other one, I don't remember. You had to move and like try to like not touch things. I don't know. It was quite nice.
I mean, those are just stupid games, let's say, but it's nice for just playing a bit if you just want to play one song, 2 songs or something like that. Let's see. I will try to find out some stuff.
That's nice.
I will show you what I find.
You have to invite me and we can try.
Well, next time, like next podcast.
But
let's do something. Next podcast, you come before, you try the virtual reality, and then we do a review of the virtual reality classes.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
That would be nice.
Yes. Yes.
Let's schedule it in advance. So if we schedule it, then maybe we will do it.
Yeah, you are that busy.
Yeah.
That it's impossible to.
I know.
I don't know how you can be complaining all the time that I don't have anything to do, but every day. But then you are always doing something.
But now I am trying to do more things.
But that's important. That's important. Something. Okay, how do you feel for the like a deep conversation? Okay.
What subject?
Okay. This artificial intelligence thing.
I was gonna mention it at some point because I've read like some articles about that is now becoming scary, and that it will like someone killed himself because he was talking to some AI chat, and the guy was saying like, I don't feel good, and the AI say, well, you should like do something. Like, I don't know what happened, but I think some Belgian guy. Yeah.
I didn't read that.
And I've seen people on Instagram and my like friends saying like, this is getting too dangerous and something is gonna happen. Please sign these, blah blah blah.
Oh my god, the Facebook. Facebook is the first. I think it's the worst social network. For me, it's the worst because there are all the conspirationists and all the people that believe all the fake news and all the stuff. They are there. Like they have their own bubble. I mean, I don't usually use Facebook, but sometimes I open it to see like what is going on, and I just see trash. I don't see any single post that I would ever that make me feel like, oh, I would like to show this to someone. Not a single one. They're all trash. It's incredible. I have like 500, 600 contacts in Facebook, and no one posts anything important. I don't even know if I have you on Facebook, so I
don't think so.
I cannot hear your feeling. But it's incredible. So what is okay? So first of all, what do you know about artificial intelligence? Like, what is the situation about from your what you have read and hear and everything?
Actually, not much. Just lately, I've been reading these, like that the world is becoming bad because of that. But I don't know, like I haven't really like gone into it that much, so I could say that.
Okay, I don't know if you know that they have developed, they have been developing the working in this artificial intelligence. Okay, the way it learned. Tell me.
No, actually, I saw that at some point, like AI things could, like, run companies. This is one thing I saw recently.
Yeah.
That they could somehow like be like CEOs of companies.
Yeah, actually, there is a company that have done the test, and they have improved the company at 20%.
I think it's scary.
It's just going to be different.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, we cannot know, but I mean, I don't know how it works or anything like that. You know, it's just like I have like very basic knowledge about it, but I like to think about what is going to happen in the future about this.
But it doesn't scare you, no.
No. I think it's going to be. It can scare you as it was scary, for example, when the steam machine were invented or this kind of thing. You know, like of course it will affect the way we face some stuff, and it will change some works, you know. But I think it's very interesting, many things that are like showing, or we are talking, many conversations that now we are having about this, because we are changing many things that we thought they were like statements. And I have sometimes a conversation with a friend about these kind of things, because we enjoy talking about the future and all this stuff. And every time that we think about how this will impact into this in the future, we have a problem as human beings, that we use what we know right now, and we try to like think of the future of that. But it's very difficult, almost impossible, to think about something that maybe can suddenly appear and will change completely that. Okay, so for example, something that we said is like okay, how it's going to affect for the cinema, for this, you know, like, but what if thanks to that, or for example, thinking about jobs, okay, like the hospital, how is going to be the hospital with artificial intelligence, or if it's going to be able to do that task or not. What if we start noticing that there are some tasks that we never thought about because it's impossible for us to do it, and now we can start doing it because of this. This is some like game changing that can appear, but there is many things that is too complicated. Yeah. It's too complicated because, well, I was listening to a podcast, and they were saying about apparently many people involved in this kind of thing. They said like maybe we should do a break on this and think about, okay, how can we control this. But the problem is, and this is something that Elon Musk already said, like, this is not going to stop.
Yeah.
This is because it's stupid. Like, who from all the richest company in the world would say that no, I'm not going to use it because maybe it's dangerous for the humanity? It's like, no, they're going to use it.
Of course,
they're going to use it, and then we are going to face many things that we never thought about before. And that's this typical thing that this conversation, like the universal rent, you know, this is something that maybe is going to be needed.
People are like always scared of the unknown. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen, so you think the worst thing, and maybe they don't. Like, well, I haven't really thought about like what it could give, like positive thing, like you mentioned, like hospital or some kind of task that we are not able to do.
Yeah. For example, imagine this is some stupid stuff, but imagine the lights of the city, you know, like the traffic lights. Like, they don't have maybe to be always like that. They just can analyze. Okay, so these people is coming to this place. This is the working hours. So now there is no one in here. We can start moving here faster. So stupid stuff. But I like to think also like, I think one of the first thoughts that I have about the artificial intelligence was about the dating apps.
Mm-hmm. What about it?
But I first thing that I thought is like, it's very possible, or if they're not doing that already, they are going to do it like very soon. Fake profiles made by artificial intelligence. So make people think that they are having a conversation with someone, that it works. Okay. So for me, the first step for the artificial intelligence in these apps is going to be like faking to be real. But once everyone assume that this is a thing, then it will like split between people that actually like seducing an artificial intelligence. That will happen.
But who?
That will happen. There is already people that is marrying a pillow. Okay, so that will happen.
Okay.
That will remove many things that, for example, that are making feel uncomfortable to people. So maybe it's just easier.
So you think it could help, like some people that would feel comfortable?
Yeah, I would think like people will be in some point they will be able to have like a friend or sentimental relation with some artificial intelligence, knowing what they are, not because they think that they are real, and maybe it's going to be okay. But then they are going to split. Then people that want to have that, they are going to use the apps with the fake persons, with the AI, and then the only way of dating someone is going to be just like randomly meet someone, maybe on an app, and then let's meet in here and in person.
Yeah, actually there is something now, like AI software or something that is your friend, like your AI friend. I don't know if you've seen that.
Well,
and
there
people
are
have
pets
like
already.
the what?
Pets.
Pets.
Yeah.
No, that
Yeah, and Tamagotchi.
Well,
And it was so shitty. Imagine that working well.
but it's crazy. Like it's crazy to me that we are able to do these kind of things, like to develop these things. No.
Yeah.
Like
It's crazy. And I don't know if you have been seeing what have been done. Of course, this will, like, for example, I don't know. Have you seen this picture of the Pope dressing like a fancy jackets?
No.
Like Balenciaga or something like that.
No.
Those are all fake, and they look so real.
I've seen actually pictures, AI pictures, but they have issues with fingers. That's the only thing I've noticed.
That was the last version.
Oh, they don't
And
anymore.
it was developing months.
6 fingers all the time.
Yes.
But they look like you would thought that they were like real people.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm going to. I want to show you the fake pictures.
Mm-hmm.
But and I cannot show you now. We're in a podcast. I will show you later.
There are many things like sometimes I think about, and I think like, it's crazy that we are able to do that. Like just like this AI thing, or like our job. Like for me, it's crazy that we are able to make these kind of like medicine, or like that people are so like smart and they like regroup to make these kind of things happen. I don't know. I found it crazy.
Yeah, when you go to microbiology or these kind of things, the things that we have achieved, because there are many other things that we have not the knowledge to see how actually works. But I'm sure that in other many fields, like of course aeronautics and all this stuff, that is crazy. Like maybe from our point of view that we don't know, it's just like wheels moving in a car, but when you see like what was a car like 100 years ago and now it's like what is this? But I I like that, and I really was something that I heard, and I really like it. It was like people that don't know about this, they are scared of what would happen if it doesn't work well. Okay, but people who know, they are scared of what will happen if it works well, because it can be like too much. I read they made a test. This is the last thing that I'm going to tell you about, because I have been like too much into it lately. But I read a test that they do, and it was amazing. It was something like that. Like, I'm in the bedroom. I have a balloon. I fill it with helium, and I put it in a box. I close the box. I walk to the kitchen. I open the box. I wait. I close the box. I go back to the bedroom. Where is the balloon? And that artificial intelligence it's in the kitchen, because when you open the box, the balloon with the helium went up and everything. Okay. Another test. I have a glass. I put a ping pong ball inside. I go to the kitchen. I put water inside the glass until all the water goes out, and I wait a bit. Then I close the water. I go back to my bedroom. Where is the ball? The ball is in the glass. And then people started like, oh no, but it fails sometimes, blah, blah. And then in the same thread, someone posted a video saying like, it's actually true. The ball doesn't go out.
Yeah,
you see like the ball stay inside, like
I
rolling.
would have thought that it would go like out.
Yeah, me too. Everyone thought that until we tried that. So imagine already like this kind of thing is like, what the fuck? So it's going to be exciting at least, and it's going to move fast.
I know.
Many things.
Yeah. That's for sure.
But yeah. We have been here like almost an hour talking. Hey,
really fast.
I think we are already like feeling into the mood, like into the flow for this.
Yeah.
I really like that. Do you want to say something more? We still have like around 10 minutes.
I think no. We talked quite much about different things, and I like that we are able to like just jump from one subject to another one, like not just randomly. Like, okay, now let's talk about that. I think this is nice.
Yeah, but this is what I was expecting to happen. Because at the beginning, of course, we tried to stick a bit more to the conversation, but now we have a real conversation.
Yeah.
We are really like en train de papoter.
That's true, and that's why like I don't want to put pressure on myself. Like, okay, I have to think about this to talk about, and this and this. I'm just waiting like to see how the conversation goes, and like what could I like give to it.
Do you listen to any podcast?
No.
Maybe I would recommend you to listen to some podcast. Because of course there are podcasts about everything, so you will find something that will interest you.
Cats. There must be podcasts about cats.
Of course. But I can tell you already more than one. I'm quite sure it will be more than one podcast. Maybe even made by cats. That would be amazing. No, but I think there is like also, if you are enjoying doing this, it's also nice seeing how people that have a lot of experience do that. And maybe you can still, because I know that you don't want to listen to yourself, but maybe listening to others you can learn some stuff.
Yeah, I could try that.
I think it's nice, and I really something that I like when I listen to a podcast is when, of course, you can jump into no matter which episode and understand everything that is going on, but if you have been following the podcast, you can start seeing like some inside jokes and some like, I don't know, I like that, like seeing how your relation is. You are creating kind of some kind of a relation between you and the podcaster. It's like quite nice.
I will try. I'll try to find something that interests me.
And if you like it, let me know, just in case. I mean, not the cat ones, but about planes. What about planes?
No, this is. I'm done now.
You're done. You don't care about planes anymore.
No, Well, I'm still scared that this is still here, but I don't watch like actively things.
Okay.
No, I'm trying.
Evolved.
Yeah, I'm trying to get all of my like bad habits, like reading about like diseases because I have some health anxiety. So this I don't want to do because of course it's gonna keep coming. Like I can't spend my time doing that. So now I'm done with that. Like I'm trying things.
So how do you do that then? Like you just decide like no, I'm not going to do that, or you do something else instead?
No, I just decide I'm not gonna.
And you watch.
If I feel like something, okay, now my leg feels weird, I have to Google it, or I read like someone has like cancer or something, then I'm gonna Google it. No, I just don't do it.
That's nice. I think it's way better for your health
I know.
and your mental health.
I'm
actually.
trying my best.
Okay, I think we can stop in here.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see if in 2 weeks
Yes.
you can find a moment in your agenda, you know.
Yeah. Let's
But
go back.
but that's all about today, and finally this is going to be actually before leaving. This is going to be the first episode I'm going to upload.
You haven't.
No, I haven't.
Really?
No, because I just wanted to feel like nice doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I will show you some images that I have generated by artificial intelligence actually, and I'm trying to find some that could be our image for the channel.
Okay.
And then start like uploading episodes.
Yes, you take care of that, and I just talk. I don't do any of these.
You just come every 2 weeks, come on 1 hour talk, and then go home.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's life.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
thank you for listening to us.
Thank you, and see you
See you.
soon.